Welcome to Iron Valley Insurance Group, where coverage is forged with integrity. We're breaking down what you need to know about your homeowners program. In plain English, no insurance jargon. Let's get started.
Hey, what if I told you that hidden inside your home insurance policy, there's a number that's actually designed to get bigger every single year? This means your out-of-pocket cost for a disaster could be thousands more than you ever planned for. Today, we're going to find that number and figure out exactly what to do about it.
So here's what we're going to do. First, we'll uncover this sneaky deductible and see how it really works. Then we'll get into a game plan to fill the gaps it creates, everything from those annoying everyday mishaps to the absolute worst-case scenarios. And finally, we'll tie it all together and see how this strengthens your overall financial safety net. All right, let's dive into Section 1, the deductible you don't know. You know, most of us think our deductible is this fixed number, right? Something you can plan for. But what if it isn't?
Okay, I want you to stop for a second and think about your own policy. Is it possible your deductible is secretly getting bigger year after year without you even noticing? For a lot of homeowners, especially if you live in an area with severe weather, the answer is a pretty shocking yes.
And this is the culprit right here, the percentage deductible. Now, unlike a standard flat rate you're probably used to, like $1,000, maybe $2,000, this one is totally different. It's calculated as a percentage of your home's total insured value. So, as your home's value goes up, so does the amount of cash you have to cough up yourself.
So, how does this whole thing actually play out in the real world? Let's break down the math and see just how big of an impact this can have on your wallet.
All right, let's use a pretty straightforward example. Imagine your home is insured for $450,000, and your policy has a common 2% deductible for things like wind or hail damage. 2%, that doesn't sound like a lot, does it? But when you do the math, your out-of-pocket cost for just one claim is $9,000. I mean, wow, that's a huge bill to get hit with out of the blue. And here's the real kicker. That number isn't set in stone. As things like inflation push up construction costs, your insurance company raises your home's insured value to keep pace. And that means your deductible grows right along with it, proportionally. You can really see that silent creep in action right here. With just a tiny 3% inflation adjustment each year, that $9,000 deductible in year one becomes over $9,500 in just 3 years. It's a moving target, and it's pretty much always moving up. Okay, so that's the problem. And it's a big one, right? So what in the world can you do about it? Let's talk about a game plan for these gaps and how you can actually protect your wallet from a deductible that just refuses to sit still.
This is where a potential solution really shines. On one side, you've got this huge, scary number, $9 grand, maybe even more. But on the other side, you've got something like a home protection plan, which can step right in and reimburse you for up to $2,500 of that deductible. I mean, that is a huge chunk of your financial risk just gone.
But these plans aren't just for, the big catastrophic stuff. What about all the smaller headaches that we all deal with as homeowners? Let's take a look at how they can cover those everyday home mishaps.
Okay, this is a fantastic feature. Think about it. Your refrigerator dies, or your laptop just gives up. The process is super simple. 1, it breaks. 2, you get a pro to fix it. And 3, the plan can pay you back for half of that repair cost. It covers all sorts of things, from washers and dryers to TVs and even power tools. Just think about the last time a major appliance broke down. It's never cheap, right? Well, with this plan, you could get reimbursed up to $500 for that one repair, and that adds up to a potential $1,000 a year in reimbursements. That's real money back in your pocket for those super frustrating breakdowns. And it doesn't even stop there. We're talking other really practical benefits too. Ever lock yourself out of the house? You can get up to $100 back for the locksmith. Or, say, a stray baseball shatters a window. You're covered for up to $200 for the glass replacement. All right, so we've covered the big claims and the small repairs. Now let's talk about those real worst-case scenarios. What happens when a disaster or a major system failure means you literally can't stay in your own home? Well, for instance, if a disaster like a fire or a flood forces you out of your home, the plan can reimburse you up to $1,000 for emergency lodging. And check this out. It also covers you for critical system failures. So if your only air conditioner breaks in the middle of a heat wave and it takes more than a day to fix, you could be reimbursed up to $1,200 for a place to stay. That is a crucial safety net for when things get really, really bad.
So let's bring this all together. What's the main takeaway here for every single homeowner watching this? Well, it's all about building a stronger,
more reliable financial safety net.
All right, so here's the bottom line. That deductible on your home insurance, it might not be what you think it is. It could be a moving target. Inflation is quietly making your financial risk bigger every year. But supplemental plans are specifically designed to help cover these exact gaps. They give you a much-needed financial cushion for both the huge disasters and the small, annoying home emergencies.
And that brings us to the final, and honestly, the most important question. Now that you know how this all works, take a hard look at your own situation. Is your financial safety net really strong enough to take a surprise hit for $9,000? The answer to that question could make all the difference when you need it the most.
From the heart of Sheridan, Wyoming, this is Iron Valley Insurance Group. We believe in straight talk about insurance because protecting your family shouldn't be complicated.